Hey guys, Phil here, and in case you haven't already read from the title of this video, today we're going to be having a look at this frankly awesome looking MSI Gaming 5 motherboard, which is based on the new Z97 chipset that was released a couple of months ago alongside Devil's Canyon CPUs. So stick around to find out more. So here's what the board looks like. MSI have gone with a very safe choice of red and black on the motherboard, as most game grade motherboards seem to be trending towards these days. This should fit in very nicely with most gamer setups really. I particularly personally like the heatsink design. I think it looks very cool, and it's nice to see something that isn't just a metal block. MSI have made their branding on the board look pretty good, with brushed aluminium finish and quite pretty looking G-series branding which you can show off to your mates. Moving on to the rear I/O, we have a pretty impressive node selection, including MSI's red gaming device ports, a PS2 and two USB 2 ports optimized for better responsiveness. We have two USB 2 ports, a VGA and a DVA port, the red gigabit killer Ethernet port, 4 USB 3 ports, an HDMI port, and the 8-channel gold audio jacks, including a red port specifically for high quality output to a set of headphones. I quite like how all the features aimed at gamers have been highlighted in red to continue the styling in a small kind of way. Next we're going to take a look at some of the specific features on the motherboard, starting with the inclusion of an M2 connector showing MSI are on the ball for the next generation of SSDs in these tiny form factors with 10 gigabits per second theoretical maximum speeds, which are very useful for the near future as M2 SSDs become more prominent. Then we have the pretty significant audio section of the motherboard, which MSI have put a lot of thought into. They're using their Audio Boost 2 technology alongside Sound Blaster Cinema to deliver a far more impressive performance than most onboard solutions can provide these days, and well and truly, in my mind, hammers the nail into the coffin for all but the highest end of sound cards for these kind of boards. The audio section of the PCB is isolated using a strip of red LEDs to eliminate interference from the rest of the board to deliver extreme clarity of sound, or so they say. Flipping over, we have 3 PCIe X16 slots with SLI and Crossfire support, 2 PCIe X1 slots, the power connector to deliver dedicated power to the audio PCB, and 2 7-segment displays to display either BIOS codes when booting or the CPU temperature whilst the PC is running. Very useful for system builders indeed. On the right side of the motherboard we have 6 SATA 3 ports and USB 3 header, all angled perpendicular to the board, allowing for really nice cable management, a small but definite design choice that I applaud. In the box with the motherboard you get the user guide, an SLI/Crossfire cable, 2 SATA cables, a metallic MSI G-series case badge, driver disc, overclocking guide, and some cable labels for your SATA cables. A fairly substantial bundle with more than enough for the average builder. Finally we're going to take a look at the software side of things. MSI provides their impressive command center suite of tools that lets you manage almost everything about your board, including, but not limited to, CPU multipliers and voltages allowing core by core customization, pretty cool, fan profiling and manual fan control for CPU and system fans, allowing you to save settings either locally or even to the cloud. Not quite sure the point of that, but again, useful. RAM voltage and frequency adjustments, and their intriguing RAM disk utility, allowing you to use part of your system RAM for storage/cache, enabling speeds, apparently, of up to 20 times faster than SSD. Now, I haven't had the chance to look into too much detail on this, but it could potentially be a seriously useful feature for some people. Like, depending on how much RAM you had, you could actually fit an entire game on your RAM for some seriously fast load times. Alongside these awesome software tools, you'll get to take advantage of MSI's awesome new Click BIOS 4, which offers some truly amazing features which MSI describe in better words than I could on their website that is linked down below. Now, I've been using this board for the best part of a week or two now, and it has honestly performed way beyond my expectations. While some features like the M2 slot I can't comment on because I lack an M2 SSD and I don't quite have the money to get one, I will try and cover all my observations whilst using this board. Inside my case, it looks the part and was an absolute doddle to install, nothing complicated or weird, just a standard ATX board, honestly perfect. Drivers were hassle free and MSI made it really easy to get the latest ones from their website, so I didn't even need to use the disk in the end. I just went to the support page from the motherboard and there were all the downloads I needed. The biggest thing I've noticed is that the audio technology in this board is truly outstanding, outperforming my old Asus Zonar sound card by a large margin. The dedicated power and isolated PCB deliver sound I thought my seriously outdated speakers would never be capable of. Seriously, I can see why MSI would advertise this because it is an amazing feature. I haven't had the chance to try out the headphone port yet because currently my headset is broken. I know, very sad, but again, given the performance that the speakers have had, I would not be surprised if the headphones lived up to it just as much. The command center utility has helped me massively. It helped me to overclock my processor to a nice 4 GHz without getting over 80 degrees under load. Hot, but I guess I like to take some risks, and do bear in mind this was using just the stock Intel cooler. I know, tut, but still, that's pretty impressive. and MSI's own fast boot utility has cut boot times down to a slim 10 seconds from power on to login, from what was previously about 20 seconds or so. One very minor gripe that I had is that the gaming device ports didn't quite live up to their name and on occasion would give me a little bit of mouse stuttering. However, on reflection, this could have just been my mouse, because I've had problems like this on my previous board, so I was really nitpicking just to get that criticism. Now for the concluding statement. Is it worth the £115 retail price? My answer is yes, definitely. My old board was only £15 cheaper and lacked this huge wealth of features the MSI Gaming 5 has to offer. Had this been around when I built my PC originally, back in August of last year, without question I would have splashed the extra £15 on this amazing board. Seriously, MSI made a great hassle-free board with some pretty neat gaming features at a highly competitive price, which I would not hesitate to recommend. Anyway guys, thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, leave it a like. If you disliked it, leave it a dislike. And leave us a comment in the comment section down below. Let us know if you're going to be thinking about swapping to the Gaming 5 motherboard for your next build or upgrade. Personally, I love this board. I've swapped this out with my main board, which was about 9 months old, so it wasn't something that needs to be refreshed, but this one sort of tempted me away from it, because my old board was good, but this one is even better, so, you know. If you are thinking about buying this motherboard, check it out in the description down below. There's an Amazon link there, so if you could buy via that, we'd be really appreciative, because we always get a little kickback from anyone who buys using one of our links. If you want to see more great videos like this, you can hit the subscribe button, or you can follow us on Facebook or Twitter, or Google Plus if you're into that. Again, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye for now.